This workshop is one of the series in our mentoring project, and I want you to listen very attentively. We got a person who's politically inclined, and so he'll share some information with you that you may use, and I'd like for my directors to make a few remarks.
Okay. Thanks everybody for coming today. We are real fortunate to have Mr. Tony McEwen from Congressman Mike McIntyre's office to be with us today. Each month, as you know, Mr. Felton sets up a different speaker from the outside to come and be part of our mentoring workshops. And we've had somebody from Cape Fear Community College, we've had a CEO from River Landing, and now we've got someone from Congressman McIntyre's office. So we're very fortunate to get great outside speakers to come, and thank Mr. Felton for taking that lead and doing this for us. But I don't know how many of you are aware, but you know, we are a federally funded TRIO program. What that means is we're funded by the federal government. Our congressman's office is who funds our program, and we're very fortunate that Congressman McIntyre has been a big supporter of our TRIO program. So this is an opportunity to share with Mr. McEwen about what we do as TRIO students and how the program affects you and what your goals are for coming back to James Front and then going on to wherever you might go from here. So anyway, I want to turn the floor over to him and thank him very much for coming today. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Can everybody hear me okay? Yes. Okay. First off, I would say, you know, Congressman McIntyre fights for support of the TRIO programs because it's a program that works, as I'm sure you all will attest to. Secondly, I was over there and I saw the flyer that said Tony McEwen here for a mentoring workshop, and I had to take a picture of it and send it to my wife because she probably thinks I'm the one that definitely needs mentoring, so y'all can me. I'm sure my wife will get a kick out of that, make sure I get knocked down the side a little bit, but I appreciate that. You know, whatever y'all want to talk about, I'm game for. Whatever y'all want to talk about, I'm game for. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am, what I do, and what I did to get there. And I'd like to hear from y'all a little bit, if y'all are game for that, as far as what y'all are interested in, what y'all are doing to get there. First off, as they said, my name is Tony McEwen. My title is Economic Development Director for Congressman Mike McIntyre. How many folks are familiar with Congressman McIntyre? Do y'all know his name? Does everyone live here in Duplin County? No. Where all does everyone live? Onslow County? Anyone else from outside Duplin County? Well, we represent all of Duplin County. We represent all of southeastern North Carolina. We go all the way up to basically the Raleigh line in Johnson County. What I do for the congressman in particular, like I said, Economic Development Director, and I work on federal funding. So issues like the TRIO program, we work to make sure that we bring as many federal dollars as possible to southeastern North Carolina. Because as you know, everyone here pays taxes to the federal government, and we have to work hard to make sure that those dollars come back to benefit our communities through programs like this and other programs as well that benefit the community. In addition to that, what I do is I travel with the congressman. I was with him all day yesterday. He had to give speeches. We were at different luncheons, and I travel and drive him. And when he cannot be places to speak in public, when he has a speaking engagement, I fill in for him. I do my very best to fill in for him, which usually pales in comparison. But so I do public events for him, public speaking for him, and I try to work through that. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. My family's all from the mountains of North Carolina, but my father was in politics, and so I grew up in the D.C. area until I was about 17 years old when I moved outside of Charlotte, and then ultimately attended college at UNC Wilmington. I studied political science, and I did a double major. My other major was broadcast journalism. And so I've pretty much worked for members of Congress since then. When I first got out of college, I ran political campaigns for the Democratic Party around the country. I worked as a political consultant for the AFL-CIO, which I'm sure you're familiar with. And then my first job in the congressional office, I worked for Congressman Melvin. Is anyone familiar with Congressman Melvin? He represents kind of the I-85 corridor. He's from Charlotte. When I worked for him, he was chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, which in effect made him the most powerful African-American member of Congress in the entire Congress. And which was a very interesting situation. I was exposed to a lot of great people and learned a lot, and I chose to come here after working for him for about 4 years to take this job and return to Wilmington, where my wife and I met at UNC Wilmington. My wife is a public school teacher. She teaches math and science in the Wilmington area. So let me first say, you know, in my opinion, education is a great equalizer in our society. It doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, if you came from a family that had a lot, or came from a family that had a little. It doesn't matter if you're the first person in your family to ever go to college, or everyone else throughout the generations has always gone to college in your family. Education is a great equalizer. If you have the skill set and the prerequisite degree, in addition to that, a positive attitude, which I'll talk about a little bit, you can do anything you want in life. It doesn't matter what your background are or who you are. You are on a level playing field with everyone, in my opinion. And that's why I think college is so important in particular. How many folks are looking to, first off, you're taking the necessary steps to be where you are right now in school. And you're taking steps beyond that to be in programs like you are right now and here listening to me for whatever that may or may not be worth. And so I appreciate that, and I value that, and I appreciate y'all value in education. Let me ask you, how many folks plan on transferring to a 4-year college?